So, a rather annoying amount of people still say that the original Funimation dub is better than the Dragon Ball Z Kai English dub. How can you people still say that? I mean, the Kai dub's been out for like 10 years now. There should be enough time to deny it and then accept it. I guess nostalgia is a powerful thing. So I'm gonna compare this scene of from Dragon Ball Z Kai Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2. Now, admittedly, like any true fan knows that the original Japanese version is the objective best version because you know Omne no Hi.
What? Android 16.
Okay, I'll give the English dub credit for this one part that it doesn't utilize enough, and that's silence. A lot of the times in the old Funimation English dub, they force in a lot of voiceover, where the moment would have just worked so much better if it could have just played itself out.
Oh, that's bad. I threw him too far. Gohan, let it go.
That's another thing after seeing Frozen, I can't take that scene so seriously anymore because when I hear that line now, I only think of like Elsa singing in the snow. I mean, okay, this isn't Funimation's fault, and it's not like they could foresee what Disney would be doing, but I don't know, it's still a thing. Let her go, let her go.
It is not a sin to fight for the right cause. There are those who words alone will not reach. Cell is such a being. I know how you feel, Gohan. You are gentle. You do not like to hurt.
16's dialogue I feel like is a little bit awkward, but I think it works well enough because he's a robot.
I know because I too have learned these feelings. But it is because you cherish life that you must protect it.
Ugh. This sentimental downpour is killing me. It's so nice of you to help, 16. But I plan on doing this my way.
I feel like this isn't the true original Funimation dub because Funimation they played the Falconer track over everything and they laid it on so thick. I think that was a weakness with the Funimation dub. They couldn't or wouldn't just let the moment play itself out. Sometimes these moments would just work better with silence and the scenery and maybe a little bit of music. A little bit of music, not a whole lot.
Please, drop your restraints. Protect the life I loved. You have the strength. My scanners sensed it. Just let it go.
Let her go, let her go. Here I stand in the light of day. As the storm rage on, the cold never bothered me anyway. Okay, this is just a nitpick, but how long does it take for, you know, a little light on a microchip to go out? I know that they let that play out for drama, and I'm honestly surprised that they didn't put a bunch of like gasping and groaning and over that scene. So, I applaud Funimation for that, but uh, yeah, like I just said, a nitpick, and it works for drama. Just part of the reason I'm talking is, you know, hopefully it helps with copyright. Yeah, that shot of Gohan would have worked if we didn't hear him grunting, and we just saw his eyes twitching, and we heard the wind in the background.
Yet another fighter you could have saved.
Now, you see, I do like that line from Cell. Yet another fighter you could have saved. I like it, but it's in this weird position where it works, but it also doesn't work. Mm, I'll talk about it proper when we get to the Kai version. Oh god, this voiceover. Oh god. We already. Yeah, we watched this.
I feel it slipping. And I won't watch this anymore!
Okay, that scream wasn't bad, but god damn it, that voiceover, it's just the voiceover is just, it paints everything wrong with the old Funimation dub. Like, it can't have any subtlety. It has to like hammer in everything. Just it just reiterates what we just saw. Like the Japanese version did the whole, Gohan sees a bird thing better because, Omne no Hi, it's a beautiful song, but it's also dark and haunting, which works really well for this scene and this character and this transformation. And this song kind of, no, not the song, and this moment, it kind of paints like Gohan having control, like he's making the choice, but the point of this, of these transformations, is that you lose control. Like, Gohan isn't making a heroic choice. He's becoming possessed by his anger, and he becomes like a sadistic killer. Like, after this transformation, he aims to like torture Cell to death. Yeah, this scene definitely had music.
Gohan. It is a secret we have known before Gohan could even form words in his mouth. Through fights with Reddits, Garlic Jr., the Ginyu Force, and even Frieza, we've caught glimpses of the child's explosive power. But like an explosion, it always vanished with the moment. It couldn't be controlled until now.
Yeah, this scene was better with just the music, the insert song Amne no Hi.
Now Cell will battle a warrior 11 years in the making on the next Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, now I'm not gonna say everything about the Funimation version of that scene was terrible, but it's I guess you can I guess you say handicapped. Okay, the Kai version.
Android 16?
Okay, I really okay. A lot of people hate Gohan's voice, how high it is, and he's 11. He's fucking 11. I mean, what the fuck, man? Have you never heard an 11-year-old boy's voice before? I mean, god damn it.
Oh, son of a... I threw him too hard. Gohan, listen to me.
Okay, I do think this, did they... Okay, sounds like they added an echo effect to Android 16's voice.
There are some foes who cannot be reasoned with. You are allowed to fight on the side of justice.
Is that just me? Did they add an echo effect? I have no idea what that's about. It doesn't hurt this scene at all, but it's bizarre, I guess.
Seize upon your anger. Wield it like a weapon. I understand your reluctance, but holding it in is pointless. That's sound advice. Better than I expected from an appliance. But I'd much rather
Take note, he calls 16 an appliance.
tear the rage out of him. Gohan. I love the animals and everything about nature. Protect them. For me. They need you.
It took like 7 seconds for the light to go out.
It's time to can it, you worthless scrap.
Okay, now to talk about the okay. In the old Funimation scene, he says, "Yet another fighter you could have saved." And in this Kai v edit, he says he calls 16 an appliance, and then after he kills him, he calls him scrap. Okay, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I like the line, "Yet another fighter you could have saved more," but you know, it works in getting to, you know, in trying to get a rise out of Gohan, I guess, but it also doesn't work in a way Cell like sees and interacts with 16 because he calls 16 an appliance and scrap metal. It's, you know, it shows that he doesn't see 16 as a person. Calling him a fighter in the Funimation dub, you know, this might sound backwards, but you know, everybody in the show is a martial artist, so yeah, I'd say like calling 16 a fighter humanizes him, and so doesn't see him as a person. He's meant to see him as an object, a like he says, an appliance, one of Dr. Gero's older, more inferior creations compared to this thing, this perfect life form. So even though I do like that line, "Another fighter you could have saved more," Cell calling 16 an appliance and then calling him scrap after stomping on his head, it works better from a characterization's point of view. Honestly, I think Team 4-Star had the best line, for so to say, after he kills 16, where he says, "I'd say he's gone to a better place, but we both know he never had a soul." I mean, that's I mean, that's just so perfect. Okay, that bird thing, it undeniably works better here because less is more. We don't get like a ton of voiceover. We don't get like super laid on heavy music. We just get simple shots of like Gohan's face, like a transparent bird, and some subtle but creepy music. Less is more. We don't need really, I guess, trite voiceover that's like "I let you die." We just see Gohan shocked expressions. We see the bird that I don't really get what the symbolism is there. Is it because 16 likes birds, but 16 and Gohan never really interacted all that much? So why would Gohan be aware of that connection, or is it for the audience? Which I think is, I don't know, I feel like that might be a cheap shortcut. But yeah, this works better because less is more. If my memory serves me correctly, the original Funimation version of this had voiceover pretty much, had narration basically throughout, like, the entire end when we see Gohan as Super Saiyan 2. Yeah, I think this works better. We don't need the narration, we just need to see everybody reacting to the Dark Messiah on the screen.
Finally pushed to his breaking point by Cell, Gohan lets his anger boil over. Next, Dragon Ball Z Kai.
So yeah, sucker. The Kai English version is better. But if I'm ever watching Dragon Ball, I only watch it in original Japanese. Not that I speak Japanese. I mean, not yet. I'm learning, but demo nihongo wa muzakashi desu.